And Marissa Ferger joins us now. And tonight we're talking about the government shutdown, which is now in its fourth week and the longest in U.S. history. We here at Weather World have decided to let you know what impacts it's had on the weather community. Last Friday, if you recall, Weather World forecaster John Banghoff, who is a National Weather Service employee, told me how the shutdown has been affecting him, both personally and professionally.
Now, John is one of more than 4,000 National Weather Service employees currently working without pay. These are the men and women who not only make weather forecasts, they also issue watches and warnings to protect life and property, like the tornado warning issued last week for Mercer County by the National Weather Service office in Pittsburgh. These people are considered accepted employees by the government and continue to work without pay through the shutdown. During the shutdown, they can't take vacation, sick days, or maternity leave. If they do, their status will change from accepted to furloughed, and they may not be paid at all once the shutdown ends. The accepted workers will eventually receive paychecks with back pay, but not until the shutdown is over.
And while there is no evidence that weather forecast models are degraded at this time, any model improvements have been halted. The implementation of an upgrade to the American GFS model, which was slated for early this year, is almost certainly delayed. And 99% of the staff at the Environmental Modeling Center, which focuses on improving the numerical models, aren't working.
Now, during the off-season, the National Hurricane Center does most of their development and testing of the new hurricane modeling. That work to improve hurricane models is now delayed and may be postponed until next year, depending on how long the shutdown lasts. This is also the time of year when local National Weather Service offices hold storm spotter training sessions and emergency management training in preparation for the upcoming severe weather and hurricane seasons. Storm spotter training classes can't be conducted during the shutdown, and emergency management training has been delayed.
The shutdown has had other impacts on the National Weather Service and NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, in general. Last week, the American Meteorological Society hosted its annual meeting in Phoenix with over 3,000 people in the field, including Penn State students, gathering to learn the latest research and findings. More than 700 NOAA employees had to cancel their travel to that conference. Many presentations by those NOAA employees were also withdrawn.
Something that has affected us here at Weather World directly is the availability of some weather data. Some websites have been unavailable during the shutdown. One is the Great Lakes Coastal Water Temperature Guide. Sea surface temperatures play an important role in forecasting lake effect snow events, and we no longer have access to that data. Other government websites that archive daily and monthly weather data at state and national levels are also unavailable. There are many others we can't access as well. These important data resources now redirect us to a site with a message stating, the website you are trying to access is not available at this time due to a lapse in appropriation.
And thankfully, not all of the weather data that we use to make our forecasts has been affected.
That's right, because we have some snow to talk about in our extended forecast. That's coming up next.